I hope the video you just saw caught your attention. So what's the problem? There are over 16,000 inactive military ranges in the United States alone. According to the EPA, millions of acres of military munitions ranges have been converted to general use land. What's that? Your golf courses, your national parks, your homes, everywhere. So what's the solution? That's us, Triple D. A simple policy of detect, diffuse, and dispose. What's our mission statement? To efficiently detect and dispose of unexploded ordnances from inactive military ranges throughout the United States with minimal disturbance to the environment and surrounding areas or people. So what are the assumptions that we used when we went through trying to find a solution for these problems? One is that the problem, as stated, is not currently being solved at a large scale. Another, removing unexploded ordnances located in or under the water isn't currently a great threat to any stakeholders. And finally, unexploded ordnance is not located under permanent structures such as buildings or any public use infrastructure.
The people affected by the problem are widespread, indicating how broad the problem really is. To name a few, the US government, environmental activists, landowners, tourists, and even you. Each of these stakeholders have a set of requirements for the solution to follow. Some of the important requirements affecting multiple stakeholders are that the diffusing and removal system does not cause detonation of the ordnance, the system does not cost more than the government currently spends on pollution control, and the diffusing and removal system is used in a way which does not restrict people from entering the vicinity of the affected area. The set of requirements were then translated to criteria such that possible solutions can be evaluated. Each part of ordnance cleanup, detection, diffusal, and disposal have a set of criteria. The analytic hierarchy process shows that safety is the top criterion to be met by our final solution.
So taking safety into account, we then formed our initial concepts. As you can see to my right, we have it broken into our 3 Triple D categories. For detection, we considered LiDAR drones, magnetometers, and even bomb dogs. For diffusal, we considered using our own hands, saltwater soaking, and diffusing by robot. And for disposal, we considered leaving it there or various techniques to remove the ordnance, such as helicopters and trucks. Now, taking these concepts, we then put them into a Pew matrix and used the S+, SS, and S- scale to rank them against one another. Now, this was a very low-level initial ranking, really helping us see which ones stand out against the other. As you can see, the leave there method was lowly ranked, whereas diffuse by hand surprisingly had some interesting characteristics. We'll hit on that a little more later. Now, taking this Pew matrix, we then moved on to the more detailed method of comparison in the analytical hierarchy process. Now, this takes weighted values and really allowed us to look in depth at each solution. We ranked them all by our various criteria that was previously mentioned, and something interesting came out. We realized that diffusal by hand really takes the best criteria for our diffusal technique. For detection, LiDAR drones had the best ability to detect our ordnances, and finally for removal, the helicopter was seen as the most reliable and chosen method.
As Eric mentioned earlier, our selected solution is to use LiDAR drone surveys for detection of the ordnance. For diffusal, we plan to hire a bomb technician to come in and defuse the bombs. And for disposal and cleanup, we plan to use a helicopter, a sky crane in this case, to come in and lift the ordnance out. Even though Triple D is focused on improving the nation, we must be run as an efficient business. So our price point is as follows. For detection, we will charge $1,500 per acre of land surveyed. We will charge $18,000 per ordnance that we find and diffuse, and charge only $1,000 to remove the diffused ordnance. This, if we clear 365 acres per year and we find 183 unexploded ordnances, that will earn us a total revenue of approximately $4 million. $1 million will be used to pay for our maintenance and employee wages, and the rest of the $3 million profit will be put back into our company to pay off our developmental costs and include our next steps, which include improving the safety of our process, increasing our fleet size, and upgrading our equipment.
Thank you.
So much.
For watching.
The video.
We're Triple D!
Oh my God.